Hello, so today's lesson we're going to be working out how we calculate the perimeter and area of compound shapes. We'll start with a times table starter. So while you're working on those, pause the tape. Welcome back. Let's have a look at the answers, so just marking your own. Okay, so when we're talking about compound shapes, we're normally talking about shapes like this. So we've got something that is a shape that's made up of two or more rectangles, and we can split the rectangle up, split the shape up into two rectangles or more rectangles, and then find the area of this bit, the area of this bit, and then just add them together, and that would give us the area. And then any unknown lengths, we'd have to work that out by looking at the things we've been given, and that's how we would then calculate the perimeter. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. So side heading examples. Here's our first one. Okay, so I'm going to split my shape down this way. Doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay, and I can call this A and this B. So my area of A, I can see the height is 3, but I need to know what this length here is. Okay, so if I look at the entire width of the shape, I can see that it's 18 centimeters. So the width of A must be 18 centimeters. Take away this 5 here. So I've got 13 multiplied by 3, which would give me 39. And then B, I've got all the information I need for B. I can just see that it's 5 times 8. No, 5 times 8 is 40. So the total area, all we do is just add those two together. So our area is 39 and 40, which is 79. And then if we look at the question, we've got lengths in centimeters, so the area must be centimeters squared. Okay, so our perimeter is the distance all the way around the shape. So imagine we were here and we walked all the way around and came back to where we started, how far we'd have travelled. Okay, so if you look at what we've got here, right, we've already found out that this is 13, but we don't know how big this length is. But if I look at the total height, I've got a total height of 8 centimeters, and my height of my rectangle A is 3 centimeters. So we've gone up 3 to get to here. So we need to go up another 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Another 5 to go here. Okay, so for our perimeter, we're just going to add up all of the lengths of those sides. So we've got 13 plus 5 plus 5 plus 8 plus 18 plus 3. Adding all them together, we will get 52. Now perimeter is just a length, so that is just in centimeters. Let's look at another example now. This one I'm going to split like this. We call this one A and this one B. So for area, I've got all the information I need there. If we look, so A, I can see a width of 16 and a height of 5. So for A, we've got 16 multiplied by 5, and that is 80. And then for B, I can see I've got a width of 5 and a height of 6. So I can just say 5 multiplied by 6, which is 30. And then adding those two together, there's a bit of space here I'm going to use. So my area is 80 plus 30 is 110 centimeters squared. So we've got lengths in centimeters. So our perimeter, let's start here. So for our perimeter, we've got 16 plus 5. And what have I forgotten to do? I don't know these two lengths, do I? So this length here, so I can see the total width is 16 and the width of my rectangle B is 5. So I must be left with 11 there. And then the total height of the shape, well, I can see the height of B and the height of A is 6 and 5. So we add them together, we get 11 for the height as well. Okay, so we'd already done the 16 and 5, so we've got to add 11 plus 6 plus 5 plus 11, and that would give us 80, no it won't. Sorry, 54, right? So perimeter is just a length, so that is 54 centimeters. So if we have a look at our last example now, and we split this one this way, and call that A and that one B. So for rectangle A, I don't know any of the information that I need, but I can see the width of the shape in total is 12 and the width of B is 5, and knowing that 7 plus 5 is 12, I know that this here must be 7. So I need to know the height of A as well. So I can see that the height of B is 8 and the height of A is 3 more than that. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So my area of A is 7 multiplied by 11, which is 77. And then B, I've got all the information I need for that. So that's a width of 5 and a height of 8. So we've got 5 multiplied by 8, which is 40. So adding those together, we would have an area. Just move over here when I've got a bit more space. An area of 117 centimeters squared. So my perimeter, we'll start here. So we're going to go 7 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8. Just do that again, it's a bit hard to read, I think. Okay, so we've got 7 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 11. And that comes to 46. So our perimeter is 46. Perimeter is just a length, so it's just centimeters. Okay, so main task, so side heading main task. Right, so let's have a look at those 4. There's a challenge question there, it's quite a tough one. But if you feel like having a go at that, please do. So while you're working on those, pause the tape. Right, welcome back. Let's have a look at our answers. So just marking your own. So we've got perimeter and area for each of those. The challenge question is there as well. Right, and let's now have a look at our checking question. Okay, so I've now got 3 rectangles I've got to split that up into. Right, and I think this is going to be the easiest way to do it. So now I've got A and B and C this time. So if we look at A, I've got all the information I need for A. B, I've got the width, but I don't know what the height is. And C, I've got the height, but don't know what the width is. So let's have a look if we can work out what the height of C would be, sorry, of B. So the overall height of C, we can see is 8. So if we come down here, we're taking 4 away from that 8. So the height of B must be 4. And then we have a look at the width of C, which we also need to know. See, the overall width is 20. The width of A and B are 5 and 8, which is 13. So 13 plus 7 is 20, so we must have a 7 there. So first job, we're going to work out what our area is. So my area of A is 5 times 10, which is 50. B, I've got 8 times 4, which is 32. And then C, I've got 7 times 8, which is 56. So if I was to add those together, I've got 2 and 6 is 8. And then I've got 5 plus 3 is 8. And another 3 is 13. So my area, make it nice and clear, here we've got an area of 138 centimeters squared. So with our perimeter, there's still something we don't know. We don't know what the length of this is, or the height. Okay, so if we look at here, we know that the height of B is 4. So we're going from 4 here all the way up here, which the overall height of A is 10. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So that missing length there must be 10. So we're going to start now with our perimeter. We're going to measure it from here.